Hey, this is Catherine, owner of Phantom Designs on Instagram. Today I'll be showing you how to create a space-themed sports design. First, what we're going to do is crop our image to a square and put a skin on it, which I've already done. Then I'm going to have to mask it. So I'm going to duplicate this layer by going Command-J, or Control-J if you're on Windows, and adding a layer mask to this layer. Then I'm going to take my Quick Selection tool, increase the brush size by holding down Control Option and just moving my mouse out, and selecting the background. This is a new method of masking that I'm going to show you that is better than doing it on this box right here. I'm doing it in the layer mask instead of on the actual image, so I could add more back in without destroying the image. So you do like normal, selecting just the background, and I'm not going to do all of it, but I'm just going to do this hand section right here. You go Edit, Fill, Black, and turn off the visibility on this layer down here. Command D to deselect. Take your brush tool and scale that down. Make it harder and increase the flow and opacity. Make sure my color is set on black, and I'm going to paint away any of the background. This is great because if I accidentally go too far like this, I can simply paint it back in by changing my color to white, and then going back in and fixing it. So just do this all around your image, getting in the fine details like that. I'm going to skip ahead so you don't have to watch me do this. After we finish masking, we can start on the background. I'm going to make this background layer visible again, and since I want it to be black and white, I'm going to create a new adjustment layer. So I'm going to go to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, and Hue Saturation. Click OK. Pull the saturation down all the way to 0, and make sure the hue saturation layer is in between your background and foreground layer. And we're going to bring the lightness down quite a bit because I want it pretty dark. That looks good. Next, I want to add a texture to the background. So I'm going to go find my texture, this grunge right here, drag it into my image, hold down the Shift key to resize, drag out the corners, and hit the check. I'm going to set my blend mode to soft light so you can see through it, but it's not too harsh. Next, I want to make the background layer a little bit blurry to give it kind of a space feel, so I'm going to go to Blur, Filter Blur, Gaussian Blur, pull that down to maybe 2, hit OK. Now I'm going to create a glow around him, kind of to soften the edges a little bit. So I'm going to duplicate this layer, Command J, and make sure the one underneath it is active. And again, go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. And this one I'm going to want to bring up all the way to maybe around 40, 30 or 40. It just softens the edges a little bit and gives him a nice glow. Hit OK. Now for the fun part, the effects. I use these star effects right here, and I'm just going to drag it onto my image. Hit OK for right now. Move this to the top, rasterize it, and I'm going to work on creating the red stars right now. So I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, Hue Saturation, and since I want it to be red because that's what matches his team colors, I'm going to hit Colorize, and it's already pretty red, so I'm just going to raise the saturation a little bit, and I can always change this later. It looks a lot right now, but we're going to change the blend mode so it won't be as harsh. Hit OK. Change the blend mode to screen. And I'm going to create a layer mask on this layer. Click this button right here. Fill this with black. So edit, fill, black, okay. And take your gradient tool. It's set to fading from black to white. I have my reverse on, so it's white to black, and it's on the radial. And I'm just going to take it from the middle and go out a ways. And so it gives us this nice circular pattern here. I'm going to move it to wherever I want it, duplicate it, and then move it again, just wherever I feel is appropriate. And maybe if I want this one a little lighter, I can go to Image, Adjustments, Vibrance, raise that, raise the saturation a little bit. Maybe too much. Hit OK. And so that's just a little bit brighter, if I feel that's needed. Okay, and since I want to add some star effects on him, I'm going to bring my picture back on again. Drop it in. And this effect is going to be in the description along with all the other effects. And I'm going to rasterize it again, then go to Image Adjustments. I'm going to make this one black and white. So just simply hit black and white. Okay. Then I'm going to create another layer mask just as I did on the other one. Fill it with black. Okay. The radial gradient again. And set the blend mode to screen. This leaves the stars in there, but the dark background isn't as dark, and so you can duplicate these and just put them wherever you like. Once I have what I like, I can start adding the flares. Again, I have it in the description of this video. This lens flare right here just adds another effect to it. I'm going to place it, change the blend mode to screen. Okay, I'm going to paint over these hard edges on the end here with the brush, maybe lowering the hardness a little bit, and opacity, flow, make it not as harsh. Alright. So I have a flare that I like. I can just move it, rotate it a little bit maybe, put it on his shoulder, and I want another one down here, so I'm going to duplicate it, move that one to right here, and if I want to change the layer mask I can, just by clicking on it and erasing these edges over here. Maybe I don't want that one quite so bright. Okay, the last effect is the sparks. So I'm going to drag these over, hit OK, set the blend mode to screen once again, and I can either leave these as red because it kind of goes with my color scheme here, or I can make these black and white. I'm just going to leave them as red. Increase the size a little bit. I'll have some in front and in back. Again, you can do whatever you'd like. Just be creative. Put it underneath. Finally, I'll add my watermark. And we're done. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed.